On this video we're going to do an unboxing of this little sight. We're going to do an installment on a little rifle, and we're going to do some sighting in and testing of it. What we have here is the CV Life Eagle Feather Red Dot Sight 2 MOA. Comes with some Allen screw flathead and torque head, little rag cleaner, battery CR2032, and the main event. Weighs 180 grams and specifically to mount on a Picatinny rail. Pretty cool, nice colour, red. It's got about a 32 by 26mm window, multi-coated lenses. Your sight picture will be a red dot or a 65 MOA circle. Adjustments for windage and elevation. Batteries on the top, up in there, so it's easy access. Do it while it's on the rifle. That's the Picatinny base, about 60 centimeters long, about 6 centimeters long. Yeah, little CR2032. Push them in. Rightio. I have a red light at the back. Not much else. Got a plus button on the side. Now I have the sight. Right, so there's a sight red dot in there. if I hold the... What we're shooting here is going to be a 357 Magnum, little Rossi model 92 I believe, calling the Rossi Puma. And what we've done was just installed this Picatinny rail from an Australian distributor. However, screw sizing, the holes drilled in the action were not deep enough for the screws given. I did question that, and they said we need to get the rifle drilled tapped further. So between you and me, I put a little shim in between them, raised it just enough so it'll clamp down and be solid. It's going to look pretty interesting with this on it, but pretty easy system. The Picatinny rails, loosen it off, open it up, clamp it down in position, and away you go. So let's do that. So just trying to see where I want to sit it up on this rail. I don't know if I want it forward or back. Yeah, it doesn't seem too bad. That's better. We'll tighten it up there and see about sighting it in. It is a 357/38 special, and that's what I plan on doing with it, is just playing around with some of these lead round nose projectiles we've got here. 158 grains, 38 special. We'll just tighten this down, then we'll leave it for 4 or 5 minutes and see when we come back if it has actually turned off. And if it's going to turn on when we pick it up. The torque on that, and that's what we're going to end up with. Rossi Puma 357 Magnum with the Eagle Feather 2 MOA red dot from CV Life. Oh, this one running through in now. Very small fine dot, that's one thing I'm noticing. Be probably quite hard to pick up on camera in this scenario, but I'll make sure we do get a bit of a vision through it on a target later. But yeah, let's go and test it, sight it in, get it probably on target at like 25 metres and then move back. Ideally, I think with 357, 75 metres zero would probably work pretty good, especially if it's mostly just for bailing pigs. Anything closer than that, I think it's going to hit where you're aiming. Very fine dot though, as I said. That's quite a interesting thing to find out, because I've originally got this gun for this sight. I've originally got this sight for the 375 Winchester to be able to shoot jacketed 200 grain loads flat out and be way more accurate at 100 metres. And a 3MOA red dot can be a little bit big. So I searched up this 2 MOA dot, and it seems to be very fine and would be quite ideal out to 100 metres on a deer, especially in low light where like a peep sight just doesn't cut it. Open sight's difficult at late arvo, or if you're in thick timber and you can't see the full animal. When it's stepping out just beside a tree, your sight's covering up the whole tree and the deer, so you're not really that precise. I hope this is just going to be next level. So anyway, let's leave it for a while and see what happens in 4 minutes. compared to a 357 mag on the left, 38 special on the right, jacketed soft point, and lead round nose. This one can go quite quick. This one's only going to be doing relatively low speed, but out of the rifle barrel we should get a bit of pace. Get out of here, goat. Get out. Gonna shoot guns. Yeah. Alpacas on the run. So you see that gong over there? Let's be honest, all we want to do is hit that at about 75 metres every time. And it'd be nice to hit it at 100 metres. But we'll see how we get on. Just sidering it like 25 metres, I reckon. Say 25 metres. Righto, a bit of a field test with this little sight. I'm at about 25 metres here, and the sight picture is very clear. Bright sunny day, bit windy, but it's not going to affect what we're doing here today. Got the 357 mag Rossi, but what it is, we're shooting 38 special, just lead round noses in it, so it's not going to be full powerhouse load. We're just going to test, really see what's going on and see how accurate. But I'll wait for those cattle. Got a few cattle hanging about. We have got a decent bank shooting into it, a bit of an angle, so I'll just give them a minute, get set up, and we'll come back. Bit high maybe. It won't be too high, so let's go. 54, 158 grain. Got a cow right there though. That sucks. But what I'm seeing is plenty of sight picture, even at this distance, and if we were to make sure our guns are safe, hammers down. Looking up at that cow, it's at 120 metres away. I would happily, knowing if this gun was sighted in at 100 metres, I would happily have a crack at those cows up there. And there's a couple of calves and stuff, yeah, so that's a good little test as well. So I wouldn't shoot too much further past that. With say a 30-30, you could maybe go to 150 metres. But if you would bang on at 100 or a little bit high at 100, if you can get it that accurately sighted in. Looks like it's a bit low and left at the minute, so we'll just confirm that. Yep, lo and behold. So anyway, let's adjust. That should be pretty close. Go and check where that last one went. Definitely accurate. That's my last 3 shots. I did adjust it a little bit to the left. Looks like I have to come a fair way over. Looks like I might be on target. So right, let's have a couple off Andy's at this 55 metres. I just stepped it out, so it's about 50 metres. And having that point of impact just above the red dot at 50, I think that's perfect, probably 75 metres. Be able to hunt with that maybe. I'm impressed. Just going to set up this chrono quickly. Put that 38 special load through it. So about 1,000 feet with that. Red dot, 1,000 feet. I'm really impressed with this for what it is, for how much it is, for what it's got to do. The 2 MOA is a really fine dot. That's what I love about this. All the adjustments were perfect, spot on per se. It moved where it needed to. We're on. Big thanks to CV Life for sending that over and letting us review that. Look forward to testing a few of the other items in the next few months. But anyway, if you're looking in the market for a red dot scope or red dot sight, it's pretty lightweight and it's going to do the job on deer in that dark timber. Look no further. CV Life, eagle feather, 2 MOA. Have a good one. Hooroo.